Spartans! What is your profession?
Gotta move on. Next up, greatest heel of all time. Rash, we're gonna start with you. Who is the greatest heel of all time, in your opinion?
There's only one name that matters in this discussion, and if
Go on, Rash, tell them. Go on, Rash, tell them.
If there is no, if anybody says anything else, it doesn't really matter. There's only one heel that matters, and his name is Vincent Kennedy McMahon. No other bad guy matters. Anyone could be a bad guy, but this guy was the tier top bad guy that you always wanted to see get murked. Like Stephanie could have been up there. Triple H, yeah, you could say he's a good bad guy, but Vince was the pinnacle. There is no one when he won the Royal Rumble. You remember when he won the Royal Rumble?
Yeah. He chucked Stone
You
Cold
remember that
out,
shit?
yeah.
When he knocked Stone Cold out and won it. Like, what kind of prick would do that? You get me? When man full on became the WWE champion, like, you're running the shit. Like, come on, bruv. Like, sorry, but anyone else who says anything, don't matter. Vince is the number one baddie. That's end of discussion.
Oi, listen, Rash. Oi, respect to you. Respect to you for bringing that up. Because I don't know, maybe, I think only Tooth will probably be the only other person that would have brought up Vince. I don't know if he was going to, but if anyone else was going to bring that, probably been him. Because that never came into my head. Not once did he come into my head.
I don't even think there's a point in carrying this on, bro.
To be fair, I mean, truth, can you argue Triple H? Can you?
You know what? You know what? I straight away just went to Triple H, but Vince McMahon, without him, there's no winning the Monday Night Wars, because the Stone Cold.
Remember the Ministry, bruv. The Ministry of Darkness. The man with the hooded figure. The man when they decloaked him and it was Vince underneath.
I'm telling you, just Stone Cold versus
the man kidnapped his own daughter. He was going to sacrifice his own daughter to the Undertaker.
He was
like,
such a freaking.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, this dude was the baddest of all bad people, bruv. You can't come back from Vince. Like, Triple H, maybe, like, definitely Mark II. Triple H is a good baddie. Even Undertaker when he was in the Ministry, but the boy used to scare me, man. Like, as a youth, when the Undertaker came out, I used to get scared of his music. Like, babe, you were scared of his music.
Bam. That Ministry Undertaker was next level, man.
That's scary, bro. Now he's coming out and sacrificing people and burning them on the stake and shit.
I know Tooth is gonna say, like, what's it? The Miz was the greatest heel or something.
The Miz.
Listen, hey, all this Undertaker talk, yeah. Boring.
This guy, we're not talking about Undertaker. Listen, man. Now that Triple H is up there, because I think his feud with The Rock was an important period for the WWE, because that's after Stone Cold got injured and he was out, and there needed to be something there. For me, just like movies are only as good as the villain. You know, if your villain is good, believable, then you've got a great movie. You think, the Joker, you think Thanos, like, the movie. So when you mention Vince, like, this guy just made you hate him. And he wasn't afraid to take bumps. Like, he done it perfectly. He wasn't afraid to get his ass beat. He wasn't afraid to put people over. He wasn't afraid to beat people himself. As you mentioned, he chucked Stone Cold over the top rope in the Royal Rumble.
The Royal Rumble. I'm like, yo, how's this happening, bruv? I've waited up as a youth until 4 o'clock in the morning to see Vince McMahon fucking win.
Yeah,
come on, man.
You convinced me, man. You convinced me.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not even arguing. Tooth, are we just all agreeing?
Yeah, I don't think we can top Vince McMahon. I mean,
nah, I'm not gonna lie. Nah, Rash, you killed it. Still, can't even lie, bro.
You can give honorable mentions, but there's no one that's gonna beat Vince. Vinny Mac. That's just the be or end all, isn't it? All these other wrestlers are cool. They might have been heels their whole careers, but when it comes to character and being a character, embodying a character that is a heel and a villain, come on, man, you can't. Even when you think outside of WWE and think of all the other organizations, all the other wrestlers, and just in general, there's no one that comes close, man. Not anyone comes close to Vinnie Mac.
And the joke is, Vince McMahon is like, he's a prick in real life as well. Like he's not afraid. He's not afraid. I remember he had I forgot what year it was. I don't know if it was 2013 but he had a thing with the Nuggets, because they were booked into the same place. It's a little story for people that don't know. I think it was Raw, and the Nuggets were booked into the same arena by accident. So the Nuggets were having a playoff game against the Lakers, and what's his name? Stan Kroenke. He was in charge of the building, and he owns the Nuggets. So he said, "Nope, it's going to the Nuggets. F you, Vince." So Vince, being the prick that he is, I think a show later that month or later that week, I think it was later that week, he had a show where the wrestlers, it was the Nuggets versus the Lakers. They had the shirts and everything. So the Lakers versus the Nuggets in their shirts, and the Lakers won. And then he came up and he said, "Stan Kroenke, I'm going to give you a Lakers shirt as a present as well." He's such a wanker.
Oh, man.
Vince all over, man.
Yeah, Vince has convinced us, like, listen, all these, I don't know what shit that these kids have got nowadays, what crappy villains they got in their thing, the Miz and flipping, I think Roman Reigns has turned heel as well or something like that.
Has
he? Yeah, he's turned heel now.
Finally.
That's all right, though.
I think
he's officially better than John Cena now, but yeah, go on.
The only good heel that's still in the WWE right now is like Randy Orton. He's probably the only good heel left in WWE.
Who's a heel like? Apart from that, who's a heel like? I don't know. Like, I know, as you just said, I never knew Roman Reigns turned heel, but who else like?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, listen, I only catch glimpses
I'm not gonna lie. I have watched wrestling a few times here and there, and I gotta say, like, I used to watch a lot of TNA and growing up, and there's a dude in there called AJ Styles.
Oh yeah, AJ Styles. He's decent.
Bro. Like, he's now obviously been in WWE for a few years, but he's coming to like the end of his career now. But back in the days, like, that boy could wrestle, bro. And
AJ Styles is decent. He's decent. AJ Styles is decent.
AJ is definitely a fucking OG in this game. And if we're gonna get into GOATs later on and do top fives, I mean, he's a good shout. Yeah. He's a good shout, man, because some of the shit
he's done it all over the world, bro. He's globally known. Like, you think of like the New Japan wrestling, like you talk about AJ Styles, like, he's known.
Bro, like, the sad thing is his style of wrestling is just not WWE style of wrestling. So he had to hold back on it.
He had to dumb it down hard. Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, proper, bruv. And you're watching him and you're like, man, if we could just get that AJ back who was doing.
Well, the thing is, though, when he first came back to WWE, he was still rocking the springboard 450 splash. He's not allowed to do that anymore.
Nah.
Why not?
Health and safety, innit?
Health and safety,
really?
Whatever.
Yeah, bruv.
Did man just say health and safety?
Out of like the diving out of Olympics, like, the boy was on next levels to even try that. Like, some next gravity defying shit.
Fam, did man say health and safety, bro?
I'm being serious.
You got me, bro.
This is why I say these kids nowadays don't know nothing. Because the WWE have had to cut out so much, bro. Like, these kids don't even know what a power driver is because they banned it. To be fair, that was breaking bare necks though. Still, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah,
what happened to Stone Cold, brother? Owen Hart. That shit was fucked.
Yeah, same with China as well. That's how China did her neck. She got a power driver. What was that? What was that faction called? Oh, it's
Right to Censor.
Yeah, that one with what's his name? With Steven Richards.
Right to Censor was best, man. I don't care. They were heels. If we're gonna mention heels, like they.
Oh yeah, bro. They were the ultimate heels back then, but they were hated.
Listen, I was ready to fight. I was ready to fight all of them.
Yeah, fully.
I was ready to fight all of them. I'm not even gonna lie, but yeah,
That's a good shout as a heel like faction.
It is.
There's bare factions, bruv. Which faction is the best? You know, the faction talk would be good.
Faction would be good, but we ain't got no time for that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But